Now, I've suspected for well over a year now that Mitt Romney has been, the whole time, the New World Order's pick to continue the agenda that's already been paved by the last few presidents. And I think in the last week, we could see more evidence that that is, in fact, the case. For example, in a recent Daily Gallup poll, they're showing Romney leading with 7 points over Obama, Romney at 52%, Obama at 45%. That's from a October 18th, 2012 poll from Gallup. And now this information is coming out. It's actually being reported in the mainstream. I wonder if this is to incite people, to make people angry, break the faith in the system. The stories about how Romney's investment firms are tied to Hart Inner Civic. Hart Inner Civic is the company, is the voting machine company in Ohio and elsewhere in the United States. It's the third largest voting machine company. So Romney has ties to this, and this is public, and you can find out more information. His son, Tag Romney, is very much involved in this. Solomir Capital, a private equity firm run by Tag Romney, his son, he has investments in HIG Capital, a private equity firm whose principals include former Romney colleagues and current Romney fundraisers. Last year, HIG made what it calls a significant investment in Austin-based voting machine company Hart Inner Civic. And you can also tell what direction, who the establishment's behind by some of the characters involved in this script. For example, The Guardian is reporting that Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has bet on Romney winning the U.S. presidency. And by the way, Romney has previously met with Netanyahu in Jerusalem earlier this year. One of Romney's senior aides said that if he were elected, the United States would support Israel if it struck Iran to, quote, stop it from developing a nuclear weapon. We also have a New York Times report that talks about, came out in April, how Mitt Romney and Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, originally became friends when they met at the offices of the Boston Consulting Group, where they had both been recruited as corporate advisors. The relationship between Netanyahu and Mr. Romney, nurtured over meals in Boston, New York, and Jerusalem, strengthened by a network of mutual friends, and heightened by their conservative ideologies. And that's resulted in the unusually frank exchange of advice and insights on topics like politics, economics, and the Middle East. Mr. Romney has suggested that he would not make any significant policy decisions about Israel without consulting Mr. Netanyahu. And it's not just Israel. We see support ironically coming from Hong Kong, despite the fact that Romney said that he's going to take a tough stance on China. Last month, the AP reported that Mitt Romney supporters hosted a campaign fundraiser for him in Hong Kong, where U.S. business interests intersect with China's growing influence as a world financial superpower. Business community leaders in Hong Kong also confirmed the event. And, according to the federal campaign finance records, Romney has raised more money than Obama in China, in Hong Kong. Romney has raised more than $385,000 for his White House run, while Obama has raised only $84,000. So, get a little bit of irony here. You know, multiple sides to the Romney, the one that wants to be hard on China, tough on China, engage China in a trade war, while at the same time his former private equity firm Bain Capital is responsible for several investment deals that outsourced American jobs to China, again, while he accuses China's government of trade cheating. Now, Henry Kissinger, we saw him put his own support behind Barack Obama in 2008. Well, at a fundraiser, he headlined an event for Mitt Romney in the summer of this year in Connecticut. This is the same globalist, Henry Kissinger, who has stated that China should lead the New World Order. So from the voting machines in place that are run by Mitt Romney's investment teams to Henry Kissinger headlining a campaign fundraising event for Mitt Romney to Netanyahu putting his money behind Mitt Romney. And of course, the rhetoric we're seeing out of Mitt Romney about Russia and China. It seems that he's the New World Order's puppet to initiate this coming world war with the East, which will lead to a lot of very damaging things for the safety and security of the people living within the United States. So we're going to see more very shortly. At the moment, it's October 27th, 2012. November 6th is around the corner. When we get to that point and we get the results, it's not like this is going to be good under Obama. It's not. But if we see more confirmation of this, then we might see more confirmation that their plans are indeed to start World War III. And we need to get the word out about what exactly they're planning so people can prepare.